Afia loved her town. Millwater was a place where time seemed to drift. Days passed like the lazy currents of the river that wound its heart through the town. It was a place of cobblestone streets and crooked houses. It was a place of whispers and shadows. Afia, with her wild curls and eyes that shone with curiosity, was always drawn to the mysteries hidden beneath the surface. She spent countless hours exploring. The town held a quiet charm. Yet, Afia couldn't shake the feeling that Millwater held secrets. There were stories whispered by the wind. There were tales hidden in the ancient oaks that lined the riverbank. Afia was determined to uncover them. One crisp afternoon, her explorations led her to a forgotten alleyway. The air hung heavy with the scent of damp earth and forgotten things. Ivy, thick and green, clambered over the brick walls. Sunlight struggled to penetrate the canopy of leaves. There, nestled between a baker's shop and an old bookstore, was a door. It was a door that seemed out of place, as if it had been plucked from a dream and dropped into the heart of Millwater. It was a door that beckoned Afia closer. The door was old and weathered. It was made of dark wood, the kind that whispered stories of time and touch. Intricate carvings, almost worn smooth by the years, adorned its surface. They spoke of vines and blossoms, of hidden pathways and forgotten magic. Afia's hand trembled as she reached out. The iron handle was cold beneath her touch. It creaked like a whispered warning as she turned it. The door swung inwards with a sigh. A rush of warm, fragrant air washed over Afia. The scent of honeysuckle and roses, of lavender and thyme, filled her senses. It was intoxicating. She stepped across the threshold. The world outside, with its familiar sights and sounds, seemed to melt away. Afia found herself in a garden. It was unlike any garden she had ever seen. It was as if a secret had bloomed into life. Sunlight dappled through the leaves of ancient trees, painting the pathways with shimmering light. Flowers in every color imaginable ran riot, their petals kissed with dew. Butterflies, their wings like stained glass, flitted through the air. A hidden fountain, its waters sparkling like liquid diamonds, sang a song of forgotten days. The garden was a place of enchantment, a sanctuary of forgotten magic. As Afia explored its winding pathways, she felt a sense of wonder bloom within her. It was as if she had stumbled upon a secret that had been waiting for her to uncover it. Near the heart of the garden, nestled beneath the shade of a willow tree, she found a small table. A book lay open upon it. Its cover, crafted from worn leather, was adorned with a silver clasp. It whispered promises of forgotten lore. Afia traced the intricate designs on the cover. With bated breath, she opened the book. The pages were filled with elegant script. The ink faded but still clear. Each word seemed to hum with a life of its own. The book, she soon realized, was a chronicle of Millwater. But it wasn't the Millwater she knew, the town of quiet routines and sleepy afternoons. This was a Millwater where magic wove through the very fabric of existence. It was a place where the river whispered secrets to those who knew how to listen, and where the trees danced beneath the light of the moon. As Afia delved deeper into the book, a sense of excitement grew within her. She learned of a time when Millwater had been a haven for those with the gift of magic. She read of enchanted markets where potions and spells were traded alongside everyday goods. She discovered tales of mystical creatures that roamed the surrounding woods, and of children who could speak the language of birds. These stories, once lost to time, sparked a fire in Afia's soul. She felt a responsibility to share them, to reawaken the town's forgotten past. With her smartphone as her tool, she began to document her discoveries. She photographed the intricate carvings on the garden door, the sun-dappled pathways, the ancient book and its wondrous tales. She shared her findings online, creating a digital tapestry of Millwater's magical history. She wrote about the town's past with a passion that resonated with others. What began as a solitary exploration soon blossomed into something much larger. People, drawn by her enthusiasm and the allure of forgotten magic, began to take notice. Afia's online chronicles breathed new life into Millwater. People gathered in the town square, sharing stories they had heard from their grandparents, stories that had been dismissed as fairy tales. The baker swore his great-aunt had once brewed love potions in her kitchen. The librarian claimed to have seen fairies dancing in the moonlight as a child. The town, once shrouded in a comfortable lethargy, was coming alive. The discovery of the garden, the stories in the leather-bound book had rekindled a sense of wonder in the hearts of Millwater's residents. One evening, as Afia sat in the garden, she felt a weight shift beneath her hand. She reached into the hollow of the willow tree, the place where she often sought solace and inspiration. Her fingers closed around something cold and metallic. It was a key, an ancient key, crafted from bronze and etched with symbols that seemed to hum with power. As Afia held it in her palm, she knew that this was no ordinary discovery. This was the start of a new chapter, the beginning of a grander adventure. The key, she realized, was not just a key to a door, but a key to the town's hidden heart. The chronicles of the Forgotten Garden had only just